Hello children, let's continue chapter 5 of history, which is about crafts, industries and colonialism. So this is the second module of the chapter, and in this module first we shall study about the decline of Indian handicrafts under British. There were so many reasons for the decline of traditional industries, and the first and the foremost it was British policies which ruined agriculture and handicrafts. Second one, import of machine made textile, then expansion of railways and the high taxes for exported Indian textiles. So, during till the first half of the 18th century, there was a steady flow of Indian textile and spices in the British market. They were often exchanged with the precious gems, with jewels, and the goods. With the advent of the British on the Indian soil, situation changed for both the peasants and the artisans. The peasants were forced to live on the mercy of the moneylenders because of the overburden of taxes. When unable to pay the revenue, they were deprived of their land. So the peasants now could not give the share of their produce to the artisans as they did in earlier times. The artisans, on the other hand, were exploited by the merchants, who compelled them to sell their products at cheaper rates. Thus, the situation was worse for artisans who neither got their share of crops nor did they get adequate pay for their hard work from the merchants. The official of the East India Company at times gave advance payment of very small amount to the artisans. So Indian textile it became very popular in many European countries. This made wool and the silk makers in England protest against the import of Indian cotton textiles. In 1720 the British government it banned the use of printed cotton textiles in England. The law was called Calico Act. Industrial Revolution. In order to produce good quality textiles, the British now took the help of machines. New machines they were invented. The same goods produced in industries they were compared to the craftsman good, which were very cheap. They were also better in quality and quantity. So these were the major factors in front of industries for the slowly dying Indian crafts. So if we talk about the new machines which were invented, there was spinning jenny. It is a multi-spool spinning wheel. The device dramatically reduced the amount of work needed to produce yarn. A single worker was able to work 8 or more spools at once. In 1786, the invention of the steam engine by Richard Arkwright revolutionized cotton textile weaving. Karl Marx, an eminent historian, has rightly remarked the British intruders broke up the Indian handloom and destroyed the spinning loom and inundated the very mother country of cotton with cottons. So these were very popular lines which were said by Karl Marx. Now we will talk about the Charter Act 1813. The Charter Act of 1813 abolished the company's monopoly of trade in India. This opened the gates of India for all merchants of Britain. Now, these merchants came to India not to buy Indian textile but to take away raw material from here. Railways. It helped in the transportation of British or the Britain manufactured textile to the most remote areas of India. The development of cotton industries in Britain affected textile producers in India in many ways. Indian textiles now had to compete with Britain or the British textiles in the European and American markets. Exporting textiles to England became increasingly difficult as very high duties they were imposed on Indian textiles imported into Britain. So in 1854 the first cotton mill it was established in India at Bombay. It was mainly a spinning mill. Mills were usually established in those locations which facilitated an easy supply of raw material under the patronage of Persian and Gujarati businessmen. About 84 mills they were opened in Bombay by 1900. They had their trade relations mainly with China. In 1861, a mill was established at Ahmedabad, and in 1862, another came up at Kanpur. An increase in the demand for labor gave opportunity to the poor weavers, artisans, craftsmen, and agricultural laborers. So, this was all about this module. I hope you will find this module very useful.